A long time ago, in the land of Argos, there lived a king named Acrisius. Acrisius was unhappy because he had no son to inherit his throne. He went to an oracle to ask if he would ever have a son. The oracle gave him a terrifying prophecy. You will not have a son, but your daughter's child will grow up to kill you. Acrisius was terrified. He had a beautiful daughter named Danaë, and to prevent the prophecy from coming true, he locked her in a deep, dark basement. He thought this would keep her away from all men, ensuring she would never have a child. But the mighty god Zeus, ruler of the heavens, saw Danaë and fell in love with her. Zeus transformed himself into a shower of golden light and entered the tower through the window. Danaë became pregnant and gave birth to a son, whom she named Perseus. When Acrisius discovered the child, he was furious and frightened. He couldn't kill Danaë or the baby directly because he feared the god's anger. Instead, he placed Danaë and baby Perseus in a wooden chest and set them adrift in the sea, hoping they would drown. Zeus watched over them, and the chest floated safely to an island called Seriphus. A kind fisherman named Dictys found the chest and rescued Danaë and Perseus. He raised Perseus as his own son. Perseus grew up to be strong, brave, and kind. However, Dictys' brother, King Polydectes, was a cruel and greedy man. Polydectes fell in love with Danaë and wanted to marry her, but Perseus protected his mother. Polydectes came up with a plan to get rid of Perseus. He pretended to host a grand party and demanded every guest bring him a gift. Since Perseus was poor, he had no gift to offer. Polydectes mockingly said, "If you are so brave, bring me the head of Medusa, the Gorgon." Medusa was a terrifying creature. She had snakes for hair, and anyone who looked directly at her turned to stone. Polydectes thought this task would surely kill Perseus, but Perseus was determined. The gods Athena, Hermes, and Hades decided to help him because of his bravery. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, gave him a shiny bronze shield. Hermes, the messenger god, gave him winged sandals so he could fly. Hades lent him the helmet of darkness to become invisible. He also gets a special bag to carry Medusa's head. Athena told Perseus to visit the Graeae, 3 old sisters who shared one eye and one tooth between them. They knew the way to Medusa's lair. Perseus cleverly stole their eye and tooth, refusing to return them until the sisters gave him directions. With the gods' gifts, Perseus flew to the land of the Gorgons. There he found Medusa asleep. Using Athena's shiny shield as a mirror, Perseus avoided looking directly at Medusa. When he got close, he raised his sword and cut off her head in one swift motion. From Medusa's neck sprang 2 creatures, Pegasus, the winged horse, and Chrysaor, a giant with a golden sword. Perseus quickly put Medusa's head into the magic bag and flew away on his winged sandals. On his way back, Perseus passed by the land of Ethiopia, where he saw a beautiful princess named Andromeda chained to a rock. A sea monster was about to eat her as punishment for her mother's arrogance. Perseus used Medusa's head to turn the monster to stone and rescued Andromeda. They fell in love, and she joined him on his journey home. When Perseus returned to Seriphus, he found that Polydectes had been tormenting his mother. Perseus marched into the palace and revealed Medusa's head, turning Polydectes and his followers to stone. Perseus made Dictys, the fisherman, the new king. Later, Perseus decided to visit his grandfather Acrisius. But the prophecy came true in an unexpected way. During a sports competition, Perseus accidentally threw a discus that struck Acrisius, killing him. After these adventures, Perseus and Andromeda lived happily and had many children. Perseus became a great king and founded the city of Mycenae. As for Medusa's head, he gave it to Athena, who placed it on her shield as a symbol of protection. And so, the brave hero Perseus became one of the most famous figures in Greek mythology, proving that courage, cleverness, and the favor of the gods could overcome even the greatest challenges.